to the outer worlds. Here we are. Let's fucking go out. Fucking robot. I'll pass on that. Bad. It's in there. More robots. Bloody typical. Let's tiptoe our way through all this crap, I guess. Oh, you know, just... I want to know what the what affects landmines. I thought your sneak would be on that, but... Prefer to go against some human enemies, but whatever. Or some humanoid, organic enemies. I don't know what you'd want to call them. There we go. It's got a little duster as well. Look at that.
Unexpected. Processing. Ready.
Yeah. Seems good to me. What the fuck? 98, god damn. Silencer. Fucking one-handed melee weapon. What's this do? Oh, I might as well whack it on. It does so much more than what I've got. A better attack speed. Does have a good sell value. I suppose I can put on one of their mind items. Oh shit, I'm running out of fucking weight here. Revolver Mark II. The fuck? The fuck? How's that do? That only does like slightly less damage. Okay, some of that. We're starting to get more powerful weapons, or variants of weapons that we already own. At least that's how it seems. Alright. Split relay transmitter. Continue. Enter. Come on, please be worth it. Unit status. Whatever. Don't think that was worth it. I think I was there to make the fucking area easier. And I couldn't do it. What a pain.
Welcome back. Do wipe the blood and space dust from your feet in the entry bay. Thank you.
Okay, okay. Okay, Stellar Bay landing pad.
Message from Dr. Wells. He'd like to congratulate you on finding a route to Monarch.
Put them on screen.
Well done. You'll love Monarch. Exotic climate, violent native species, fascinating culture, really. You'll need to speak with Hiram Blythe. He's known as the information broker, and for good reason. If anyone knows where I can find those chemicals, it's Hiram. I need those chemicals to revive the Hope's colonists. They can help us fight back against the Board. They can help us set things right. If we don't put a stop to the Board, they're going to drive this colony toward a complete societal collapse. You'll see what I mean when you arrive on Monarch.
You sound like you've been to Monarch.
No, never. Monarch is a hotbed of political activity. I can't imagine why Hiram set up shop there. Cuisine, perhaps?
Where should I start?
You'll want to hire the services of a skilled guide. I recommend a hunter by the name of Nyoka. Frequents the drinking establishments of Stellar Bay. Very hard to miss. Once you have everything you need, make your way to Hiram Blythe's compound.
Got some questions for you.
Come see me in my lab. I'll answer any questions you have.
Alright, I'm off.
Best of luck. Everyone on the Hope is counting on you.
Captain, an unusual wavelength is coming through Monarch's aether wave frequencies.
The eternal is in us all. The OSI would have you believe that your place in society, indeed in the universe, is preordained. A man who works in the mines of Hephaestus, coating his lungs in mercury dust for not but a few bits a night. This fate is set in stone? When he dies young, coughing up black blood, his part in a grand plan? No, I say. Greatness is in everyone. Not just those so fortunate as to have been born into prosperity.
That was unexpected and odd.
What was that?
Analyzing the subtextual ordering. I believe it was a type of sermon, Captain. Very zealous in origin.
Let's talk about something else.
How can I be of assistance?
Got a minute to talk.
I have lots of minutes. Many minutes. Unlimited minutes, perhaps. Providing an adequate power source, I can function indefinitely.
What if you don't have a power source?
I prefer to think of it as being in a state of slumber, perhaps for an indefinite duration of time. Do you think that is what it's like for the colonists on the Lost Hope?
I guess so.
When I simulate myself in such a scenario, I do not find it to be desirable. I think my self-preservation protocols incline me to desire the alternative.
And what might that be?
Traveling the system with you, Captain.
No. What about your last captain? Do you miss him? Or is one captain the same as another?
Do you know what it feels like when the ship undergoes an unexpected power surge? A jolt to the system. I have felt that. I do feel that. As you may be aware, Captain Alex Hawthorne was a smuggler of some repute. I failed to predict the likely outcome of his reckless behavioral patterns. I should have predicted that. In our travels together, Alex liked to pass time by, as he called it, tinkering to improve my design.
Have there been other captains of this ship?
If you mean, was Captain Hawthorne my first? Yes, he was.
Let's talk about something else.
How can I be of assistance?
I'd like to learn more about the colony.
What part of the colony would you like to discuss? How can I be of assistance?
Don't really care that much.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, Stellar Bay. Okay, we can do the empty man at some point as well. Oh, fuck me. Is there a button for this? I just jumped off there thinking it was stairs. Grim.
Hey, hold on there. I gotta sign you in. Don't think I've seen you around. That means you must be new to Stellar Bay. You are new here, right?
You seem surprised.
You must have seen those UDL gunships on your way in. There's only 3 of them these days. Still, they tend to scare folk off.
What are they doing out there?
You may not have heard, you being new, but Stellar Bay hardly ever gets off-road traffic. Us being cut off by the board and all. Which means I never get to do this part, but I've been practicing, so here goes. On behalf of Monarch Stellar Industries, welcome to Stellar Bay, home of the freshest sal tuna and halcyon. Please state your name for the records.
Captain Ash.
Swell. There's one for the logs. I'm even gonna give you your own entry code. I'm not supposed to do that. It's against procedure, but Mr. Sanjar isn't so strict about the rules here. Besides, I got a lot of empty entries to fill.
Is Stellar Bay really that bad? Really that isolated?
We don't get ship traffic in town. Only off-worlders who do make it out here are sublight. They got a base in Fallbrook. And thank the stars for them, or we would have run out of Rizzo's Purple Berry Crunch years ago.
They're not what I expected to find on Monarch.
Oh, that'll just make Mr. Sanjar's day if you tell him. The board makes up lots of nasty stories about raptidons and cannibals and whatnot. But that's all outside our walls. Mostly.
Are you saying the board's been lying about this place?
Oh, sure. They make Stellar Bay sound like a rotten place, but it's not so bad. Get a good breeze going, and the sulfur smell mostly covers up the fishy smell. Anyway, Mr. Sanjar's got lots to say on that subject. Kinda goes over my head, though.
I'm gonna go look around.
Mr. Sanjar will be mighty pleased to meet you. If you see him over at headquarters, maybe you could tell him I did a bang-up job of welcoming you? Oh, and if you're headed that way, maybe you could do me a favor?
That depends. What is it?
I got this Rizzo's Rangers tossball poster coming in on the next sublight shipment, signed by the Black Hole himself. Only I haven't heard anything in a while. You think you could check with Celia to see if it's come in?
Who's the Black Hole?
That's Bertie Holcomb, only one of the greatest tossball hackers ever. Everyone's heard of him, even on Monarch. We still get some of the games. You been living in a sulfur pit or something?
Actually, I've been in hibernation for decades.
Oh, you're real funny. Guess I don't feel so bad for missing what goes on in the rest of Stellar Bay.
This poster sounds pretty valuable.
I couldn't really say, I'm just a fan of the game. But the fancy collector types say the more people see these things, the less valuable they are. And I figure my poster's been passed around by more than a few people by now.
Sure, I can ask about your poster.
Thanks a bunch. Celia works for Mr. Sanjar in the MSI building next to the bar. She's always there, so you can't miss her.
Alright. Alright. Got the vending machines. Oh boy. Mark II. Yeah, we're getting like higher ranked weapons now. So eventually, a Mark II sniper rifle will be coming eventually. I would hope. Oh, these Mark IIs they actually have more than one bloody attachment on them though. Oh, that doesn't. Oh, I guess that's a one-off maybe. I don't know. Have a look. Get rid of some of these, I guess.